I heard this story a month back and it became one of my favorites. Here it goes. There was a guy, an engineer guy, smart, sharp, and he was driving. He was driving along the river. Um, so, and while driving, he realized that there was something missing. There was something wrong with his tires. So, maybe they were punctured or what. So, he just parked the car near to the riverside and he just removed one of his cars. He removed all the bolts and he just wanted to kind of change the car tire. So he was doing a lot of things, opening the car rear and taking out the uh, tool so that he could lift the car, change the wheel, etc., etc. So when the car was lifted, so something happened, right? The tire turned and they hit the bolts. So somehow the bolts rolled into the river and they were gone, right? The river was very deep. So somehow this engineer guy, the sharp engineer guy, he lost all the four bolts. So those nuts which are used to tighten the grip of the tire. So without the bolts, I'm sorry, the tire cannot be fixed. And this guy had to attend a very, very important meeting. Otherwise, he will lose millions. He was frustrated that how can he make such a mistake? He was in a very bad shape. He was literally crying because he had to attend the meeting because it was worth millions of his rupees. So he was just sitting beside the river because he had no bolts, and without the bolts he could not go, and there was no transport available. So he could see a cattle man, a cattle grazer. He was coming from a distance. This guy, he was a a young lad, a young person. He was just walking with one of his cows and sheeps and all. So he was just passing by this engineer guy, and he told me, "You look a bit sad. Can I help you?" This engineer guy looked at his entire personality. He was shabbily dressed. He was not at all smart. He was a cattle grazer. How can this cattle grazer help an engineer? An engineer is so intelligent. He went to the college. He spent so much. He got an engineering degree. He's very smart. He's a mechanical engineer. Okay, so so this cattle guy insisted, "Tell me your problem. Maybe I can help you." This engineer was just not convinced. He told me, "You please go. I am in a very bad shape. Nobody can solve my problem. Okay, even God cannot help me right now." So this cattle grazer insisted one more time. "Okay, at least tell me. Maybe I cannot help, but maybe I can send someone who can help you." Then he told him that, "Okay, I was trying to change the tire because of the puncture, and these bolts, by mistake, all four of them slipped into the river, and now I cannot fix the tire because without the bolts, I cannot fix the tire." Okay, so that cattle grazer, he just thought for a moment, maybe 5 6 seconds, and he had a solution. He said, "Okay, I can solve your problem very easily." This engineer guy, he was shocked. How can this guy who is uneducated solve my problem? I have been thinking for over 1 hour and there has been no transport. Nobody is there to help me. How can he help me? Okay, then he told him, this shepherd, he told him that, "Okay, you do one thing. You take out one bolt each from all the three remaining tires and put those three bolts into uh, the bolt, the tire which is punctured. So with that, you'll be able to, at least you'll be able to drive to the nearest garage and they should be able to fix things for you." The engineer was shocked. He said, "Yes, that could be done. With three bolts, I can fix a tire and I can reach a nearby garage." But somehow he also felt that how can such a simple thing cannot strike my mind? I am so educated. The story ends here, but it has a moral. So guys, the moral is very simple. The moral is that, is our mind solution oriented or problem oriented? In Hindi we call it samasya or samadhan. Are you solution oriented person or are you problem oriented person? I have not seen even one person on this planet, even children, they have problems. But are we solution oriented? Are we willing to look for solutions? We will face problems, we will face challenges every day. But we have to look only for the solutions. We have to promise ourselves that we will only and only talk about solutions. Our country needs solution oriented people. This world needs solution oriented people. There is no point in discussing our problems. We have to talk about solutions. Only solutions. Only that way we should be able to step up in life and help ourselves and people around us. Discussing problems is only gossiping. It leads us nowhere. It only adds to your frustration and tensions, maybe poverty. But if we are solution oriented, we will be able to solve our current problems, move on to the next problems, and have a mindset, have a growth mindset. Okay, so the crux and the moral of this story is that always look for solutions. Solutions is right there in the problem itself. It is not there outside. Just like the additional bolts were right there. We just need to think for solutions. So the moment you challenge your brain will give you a lot of solutions. So go back and think of your problems: money problems, health problems, relationship problems, children problems, parental problems, okay, parenting problems, problem with parents, friends, colleagues, bosses. Try to look for a solution. It's right there in the problem itself. Guys, focus on the solutions. Okay, so we will keep talking. You will enjoy this journey. I wish you great success. All the best, guys.